Good morning everyone. This is class 12th, subject chemistry, chapter number 10, haloalkanes and haloarenes, lecture number 7. In this lecture, I will be discussing the homework solution of lecture number 6, that is question number 11, 12, 19 and 22. Question number 10.12. Explain why dipole moment of chlorobenzene is lower than that of cyclohexyl chloride. This is the structure for chlorobenzene and this is the cyclohexyl chloride. Now, in case of chlorobenzene, this carbon is sp2 hybridized, whereas in case of cyclohexyl chloride, this carbon is sp3 hybridized. In sp2, the percentage of S character is more, and due to greater S character, a sp2 hybrid carbon is more electronegative than sp3 hybrid carbon, and therefore CCl bond in chlorobenzene has less tendency to release the electron than a sp3 hybrid carbon of cyclohexyl chloride, and therefore CCl bond in chlorobenzene is less polar than in cyclohexyl chloride. That is, the magnitude of negative charge is less on chlorine atom of chlorobenzene than in cyclohexyl chloride. Second reason is this carbon is sp2 hybridized and the lone pairs present on chlorine are involved in the conjugation, and therefore this bond acquires some partial double bond character in chlorobenzene, and therefore CCl bond in chlorobenzene is shorter than cyclohexyl chloride. Since the dipole moment is a product of charge and distance, therefore chlorobenzene has lower dipole moment than cyclohexyl chloride due to lower magnitude of negative charge and shorter CCl distance. So this is the reason for question number 12. Next is alkyl halides, though polar, are immiscible with water, and the reason is alkyl halides are polar molecules. Their molecules are held together by dipole-dipole attraction, whereas in case of water, the molecules of water are held together by hydrogen bonds. Since new force of attraction between the water and the alkyl halide molecules are weaker than the forces of attraction already exist between alkyl halide molecules and water molecules. Therefore, alkyl halides are immiscible with water. Third is Grignard reagent should be prepared under anhydrous conditions. The answer for this question is Grignard reagents are very reactive and they react with the moisture present in the starting material. Here is the reaction when RNGX Grignard reagent reacts with water. Here it converts to hydrocarbon. Therefore, Grignard reagent should be prepared under anhydrous conditions. Question number 22. What happens when N-butyl chloride is treated with alcoholic KOH? So in presence of alcoholic KOH, elimination reaction will take place. Here this carbon is alpha carbon and this carbon is beta carbon. So here beta elimination will take place and elimination of HCl molecule leads to the formation of an alkene. So this is the product for this reaction. Second is bromobenzene is treated with magnesium in presence of dry ether. So this is the preparation of Grignard reagent. Third is when chlorobenzene is subjected to hydrolysis. So in third reaction there will be no product because this CCl bond in chlorobenzene is difficult to break due to partial double bond character, and therefore no reaction will take place in this part. Next is when ethyl chloride is treated with aqueous KOH. So in presence of aqueous KOH, substitution reaction will take place. Cl is replaced by hydroxyl group and alcohol will form. Fifth is when bromomethane is treated with sodium in presence of dry ether. So here alkane will form, that is ethane. This is the example of Wood's reaction. Now last part is when methyl chloride is treated with KCN. So this is the example of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here Cn negative is the nucleophile and it will substitute this chlorine. So here is the product, that is CH3Cn. Now next question is question number 11th. How will you bring about the following conversions? First part, ethanol to but-1-ine. This is the formula for ethanol and this is the formula for but-1-ine. Now how to convert ethanol to but-1-ine? So first step is, first of all we will convert this alcohol into alkyl halide. In presence of SOCl2, this OH group will be replaced by Cl. Now after the conversion of alcohol to alkyl halide, that is ethanol to ethyl chloride, we further react this ethyl chloride with this alkyne, that is CH triple bond C negative Na positive, and this is formed by the reaction of ethyne with NaNH2 in presence of liquid ammonia. As these terminal hydrogen are acidic hydrogen in alkyne, in presence of NaNH2 in liquid ammonia, this hydrogen, acidic hydrogen, is replaced by, or this acidic hydrogen is abstracted by NH2 negative, and from here one NH3 molecule will release and this will form. Now when we treat ethyl chloride with this, so here there is elimination of NaCl and we left with our but-1-ine. So this is the conversion for ethanol to but-1-ine. Second is ethane to bromoethene. So this is the formula for ethane. So first we will do the halogenation reaction. In presence of Br2H nu, we will get alkyl halide. Now next step is, when we do the reaction of this alkyl halide with alcoholic KOH, elimination will take place and here ethene will form. Now next is addition of Br2 in presence of CCl4 will lead to the formation of this dibromide, and if we further do the elimination, that is in presence of alcoholic KOH, so here we are getting bromoethene. So these are the steps for the conversion of ethane to bromoethene. Third is propene to 1-nitropropane. So this is the formula for propene and this is the formula for 1-nitropropane. So first we will add HBr in presence of peroxide. HBr addition will take place on this double bond, and in presence of peroxide anti-Markovnikov's rule is applied, and therefore this is the product. Now when we treat this alkyl halide with AgNO2, so here we are getting our product, that is, here we are getting the product, that is 1-nitropropane. So first step is conversion of propene to alkyl halide, and after this alkyl halide reaction is done with AgNO2 and here 1-nitropropane is formed. Next is toluene to benzyl alcohol. So this is the formula for toluene and this is the formula for benzyl alcohol. So first we will do the halogenation in presence of sunlight and Cl2. So here this one hydrogen is replaced by Cl. After that, if we treat this with KOH, aqueous KOH, so substitution reaction will take place. The Cl is replaced by hydroxyl group. So this is the conversion for toluene to benzyl alcohol. Next is propene to propyne. So first step is addition of Br2 in presence of CCl4 on this double bond. So here dibromide is formed, and after that we will treat this dibromide with NaNH2 in presence of liquid ammonia. So here dehydrohalogenation reaction will take place and two molecules of HBr will eliminate, which leads to the formation of propyne. So these are the steps for the conversion of propene to propyne. Next is ethanol to ethyl fluoride. So first we will do the conversion of ethanol to ethyl chloride. So we will treat this ethanol with SoCl2, that is thionyl chloride. So here OH group is replaced by Cl. Now after that we will treat with AgF. This reaction is known as Swartz reaction. So here this Cl is replaced by F, and here ethyl fluoride is formed. So these are the steps for the conversion of ethanol to ethyl fluoride. Next is bromomethane to propanone. Bromomethane is CH3Br and propanone is where functional group is ketone. This is the formula for ketone. Now first step is bromomethane is treated with KCN. So here Br is replaced by Cn. Now when we treat this CH3Cn with Grignard reagent, that is CH3MgBr. So here the reaction will take place and this R group of Grignard reagent will attack on this carbon and therefore leads to the formation of this product. When we do the hydrolysis of this, here we are getting propanone. These are the steps for the conversion of bromomethane to propanone. Eighth is but1-ene to but2-ene. This is the formula for but1-ene. When we treat but1-ene with HBr, so here addition of HBr takes place according to Markovnikov's addition because there is no presence of peroxide. So this is the product form. Now when we treat this alkyl halide with alcoholic KOH, elimination reaction will take place. Now there are two beta carbons and the product will form according to Sitjeff rule. The alkene which is more alkylated is more stable. Therefore the product is but2-ene. Next is 1-chlorobutane to N-octane. So this is the simple Woods reaction. Reaction of 1-chlorobutane with sodium in presence of dry ether leads to the formation of N-octane. 10th is benzene to biphenyl. So this part is Woods-Fittig reaction. So first of all we will convert benzene to halobenzene. So benzene on treatment with Cl2 in presence of anhydrous FeCl3, this will act as a Lewis acid. Here electrophilic substitution reaction will take place on benzene ring and therefore this chlorobenzene is formed. Now treatment of chlorobenzene with sodium in presence of dry ether leads to the formation of biphenyl, and this reaction is known as Fittig reaction. Question number 19th. How the following conversions can be carried out? First is propene to propane 1-ol. So first we will do the addition of HBr on propene in presence of peroxide. Anti-Markovnikov's rule is applied and this is the product formed. Now when this alkyl halide is treated with aqueous KOH, this Br is replaced by OH and here propane 1-ol is formed. So these are the steps for the conversion of propene to propane 1-ol. Second conversion is ethanol to but1-ine. So for this conversion you can refer question number 10.11 part number 1. Question number 19 third part 1-bromopropane to 2-bromopropane. 1-bromopropane is treated with alcoholic KOH. Elimination reaction will take place, that is alkene will form, and after this reaction treatment of alkene with HBr, simply addition of HBr takes place on this double bond according to Markovnikov's rule, and here 2-bromopropane is formed. Fourth part is toluene to benzyl alcohol. For this conversion, you can refer question number 11, part number 4. Fifth is benzene to 4-bromonitrobenzene. So for this conversion, first of all, benzene is treated with Br2 in presence of anhydrous FeCl3. Electrophilic substitution reaction takes place and bromobenzene is formed. When we treat bromobenzene with concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4, again further electrophilic substitution reaction takes place on benzene ring, and here bromine is ortho-para directing. So nitro group is placed at ortho and para position. So this is the conversion for benzene to 4-bromonitrobenzene. Sixth part is benzyl alcohol to 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. This is the formula for 2-phenyl ethanoic acid, and this is benzyl alcohol. So first is reaction of benzyl alcohol with KCN. Here OH is replaced by CN. When hydrolysis of cyanide group is done, it converts to acid. That is, complete hydrolysis of cyanide leads to the formation of acid. So these are the two steps in the conversion of benzyl alcohol to 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. Seventh is ethanol to propane nitrile. So first this OH group is replaced by halogen. So when we treat ethanol with SOCl2, here OH group is replaced by Cl, and the reaction of ethyl chloride on treatment with KCN leads to the formation of propane nitrile. So these are the two reactions in the conversion of ethanol to propane nitrile. Eighth part is aniline to chlorobenzene. So this is Sandmeyer reaction. When aniline is treated with NaNO2 in presence of mineral acid at 273 to 278 Kelvin, diazonium salt will form, and treatment of diazonium salt with Cu2Cl2 leads to the formation of chlorobenzene. Next is 2-chlorobutane to 3,4-dimethylhexane. This is the example of Wood's reaction. When 2-chlorobutane is treated with sodium in presence of dry ether, so here 3,4-dimethylhexane is formed. Next is 2-methyl-1-propene to 2-chloro-2-methylpropane. This is the formula for 2-methyl-1-propene. Reaction of 2-methyl-1-propene with HCl. So here addition of HCl takes place on this double bond, and it is according to Markovnikov's rule because there is no peroxide, and here the product is formed, that is 2-chloro-2-methylpropane. Next is ethyl chloride to propanoic acid. So first ethyl chloride is converted to cyanide, alkyl cyanide. Treatment of ethyl chloride with KCN leads to the formation of CH3CH2CN, and the complete hydrolysis of cyanide leads to the formation of propanoic acid. 12th part is but1ene to N-butyl iodide. So first reaction is addition of HBr on this alkene in presence of peroxide leads to the formation of this product. Now when this alkyl bromide is treated with sodium iodide in presence of dry acetone, so here Br is replaced by iodine, and this reaction is also known as Finkelstein reaction. 13th part is 2-chloropropane to 1-propanol. So first step is treatment of 2-chloropropane with alcoholic KOH. Alkene will form. Further addition of HBr in presence of peroxide on this alkene leads to the formation of alkyl bromide, and reaction of this alkyl bromide with aqueous KOH leads to the formation of 1-propanol. So these are the steps in the conversion of 2-chloropropane to 1-propanol. 14 is isopropyl alcohol to iodoform. So there is one reaction which is also named as iodoform reaction or iodoform test. Treatment of isopropyl alcohol with I2 in presence of NaOH leads to the formation of iodoform. Next is chlorobenzene to para-nitrophenol. So first nitration is done on chlorobenzene and here para-nitrochlorobenzene is formed. Now second step is next step is substitution of this Cl by OH. So when this product is treated with NaOH at 433 Kelvin in presence of H+. So here Cl is replaced by OH because NO2 is electron withdrawing group and it will increase the reactivity of this CCl bond and therefore here Cl is replaced by OH. That is, due to the presence of electron withdrawing group on benzene ring, this CCl bond will become weaker and therefore OH group is replaced. Therefore, the Cl group is replaced by OH. Next is 2 bromopropane to 1 bromopropane. So first step is the elimination and it can be done in presence of alcoholic KOH. Alkene will form. Second step is treatment of this alkene with HBr in presence of peroxide. So here anti-Markovnikov's rule is applied and 1 bromopropane is formed. Next conversion is 17th chloroethane to butane. This is simple Woods reaction. Treatment of or the reaction of ethyl chloride with sodium in presence of dry ether leads to the formation of butane. Next is 19th tertiary butyl bromide to isobutyl bromide. This is the structure for tertiary butyl bromide and this is isobutyl bromide. First step is reaction of tertiary butyl bromide with alcoholic KOH. Elimination reaction takes place and alkene is formed. Reaction of alkene with HBr in presence of peroxide. So HBr add according to anti-Markovnikov's rule and here we are getting isobutyl bromide. 20th is aniline to phenyl isocyanide. So this is carbylamine test. Treatment of primary amine with chloroform in presence of KOH leads to the formation of phenyl isocyanide and this test is known as carbylamine test. So this is all about the homework solution of lecture number 6. Thank you. Please like and subscribe this channel.